Victory is Maharaj Ji. Oh yeah.
Good afternoon and welcome to SAT Guru Maharaj Ji Half Hour right here on JDN 101.5 FM. My name is Anna George, and today we are going to be focusing on the ongoing anniversary of the Divine Appearance, which has, begun on July 17th and is still in progress. And joining me in the studio is Omo Kenke. Yes. Yeah, good afternoon. Good to have you this afternoon. Like I said, the anniversary is still ongoing, and I think I remember it's for 10 days.
Yes.
So, since the program has even started, what has actually surprised you most?
Nothing surprising. Just the love, the grace, and for the fact that I think one of the aspirants that came in the village recently doing the program, because the program started on the 17th. And it was like he has been listening to Maharaj Ji on hair for the past, for the past 2 months. And he said that out of this, when he was stranded at the time where his son got an admission and he couldn't raise the money for it. And it was like, since this guy used to talk about Maharaj Ji and everything, and he said he used Maharaj's name, and before you know, out of nowhere he got this divine blessing, right? Somebody he didn't know from anywhere just blessed him, and they took the responsibility of sending the child through university. So right now his son is in university, and it was like he came to thank Maharaj. He even brought a bag of rice.
So that's like a really great testimony. For someone listening to this program for the very first time, what would you say is the reason for this celebration?
Let's say the Father Maharaj Ji have been in Nigeria since 1980, where Maharaj Ji brought back the light to Africa. It's nuclear bliss, and it was refining, bringing us back to our conscious self, bringing us back to state where we try to realize ourselves without having to deal with the concept that's already on ground. And if you check the benefit we have been achieving spiritually, physically, those who have tried Maharaj Ji, and what Nigeria is benefiting from it is a lot. And we also tell Maharaj Ji for Maharaj Ji being here with us, because I cannot imagine what would have happened. Especially for a person like me, I would have been long gone, dead and forgotten. But I thank Maharaj Ji for being alive. I remember there was a time, at that time I was still in primary school, and there was this situation that happened where I went to buy food outside. Okay. Though I was brought up by a parent that, having the Yoruba parent.
I understand.
So,
African mothers.
Yeah. So I went to go buy food outside because I couldn't wait for them to get back. Because my dad is always the busy type. Same goes with my mom. She's a trader. So I couldn't wait. Out of friends, Johnny. I collected the food and I ate. And when I returned home, I started having serious stomach problem. And unfortunately, we have this, because I would say my dad is a landlord. So, and you are in a situation whereby they look you like, that kind of situation. And I couldn't get the help that I need. And I was not the child that was this close with people. So I was in the room, all alone in my bedroom, and I was struggling with none of my parents are not around, right? Even my brother has traveled to Kano at that time. So I was struggling. Then I remembered that my granddad used to take me to Maharaj's village. At that time, I have not received divine knowledge. Then
Okay, when exactly did you meet Maharaj Ji?
I met Maharaj Ji from the age of 2.
Wow, that's a long time
Yes,
ago.
I used to go to the village along with my granddad, right? So it's like I'm this adventurous child, right? And I I like visiting places. So I love the nature. I love the vibration that comes with Marajit village. So I like following there all the time. So when I now remembered, back to the situation that happened to me, I now remember that they used to tell us at the time of, we call it Sansa. Well, outside you can call it teaching. I think they used to give Sansa that you can use Marajit's name, bless water, what people have gained from using Marajit. Then I remember it struck me. I struggled from the bed. I went to get a glass of water and I blessed it for myself. Marajit, I don't want to die. I'm too young to die. You need to see me that day. I was so scared. And I blessed the water and I drank and I slept off. The person that woke me up was my dad. And could you believe that I did not even remember I was having stomachache?
That was it.
That day. So it was later on like, how am I supposed to open up and tell my dad this is what I went through and this is what I actually did? He's going to beat the hell out of me. So after today, he did not know what happened that day. So I'm not at that, but I think there is something that, once you work with nature, if you're a child being brought up by a traditional parent, though I was not brought up by a traditional parent,
okay,
and you are walking in the line of the tradition and culture, if you check the people with Shango, Orisha, they don't mess up. You can't find them in that situation because they know that Toba Dale or Balelo.
Does the same also apply to marriage?
Marriage is nature, marriage is divinity. The creation itself doesn't abide by breaking rules. If you break, you come back to receive it. Are you getting?
Wow.
But being a child that was trained by a Christian mom, by a Muslim dad,
Okay.
you get, I couldn't balance. I believe in go and seek for forgiveness.
Okay.
So at that time, I was like, I'm this 6. I don't miss my hero. At that time, so I was begging, astagfirullah. So, but if it is the traditionalist, you don't dare. Once you mess up, you receive it instantly. So I was brought up by a traditional parent, I would have told them that this is what went wrong, and the whole thing would have been cleared up. Are you getting? And I told my friend that she was like, I'm just giving her story for the girls. That kind of situation. So, and that is it. So we all have to just come back to our root, get ourselves together, right? Once you're connected with nature, at the moment we are very far from nature. We just breathe in. We don't know what we are perceiving. We just inhale. We don't know what exactly we are inhaling inside our body, mind, and soul. And trust me, you see, this body can go against the person that owns it. The soul can go against the person that owns it. The spirit in you can go against the person. Immediately you start feeding them what it is not supposed to be.
Like, I don't understand that.
Okay, let me say this.
Okay.
In the Christian life, right, you grow up to be a child, you read the Bible,
Yeah.
right, and you go to church, and you listen to preachers, right, and then you come back and live your normal life, and you still go there. If you are somebody that is stealing, you still go back and steal, and you still come back and come and say, forgive me. Are you getting my point? But for somebody that is more strong spiritually, you see, being a Christian, you are not connected. You only live based on what you are told. You cannot direct your own spirit. You are waiting for somebody to prophesy for you before you can tell what is going on in your life. As I can tell what is going on in my life, right? I can even detect what is happening in another man's life.
So are you saying that it's impossible to do wrong when you serve Maharaji? Because I believe, like, I think I want to...
Let me tell you something. You are just, in your mindset that if you mess up, you're paying for it. This is not a Father Lord that's in heaven. This one, as you they do, they collect them on head. You don't, I don't know what they say, but what I was, as a child, that I know is that they said, is when you die, you go to see God, right? Then they are going to judge you. Trust me, you see that concept, it never worked. Because trust me, immediately you do, you as a person, let's forget the fact that we are talking about religious drama, right?
Okay.
You as a being, as a black person, you train yourself. Check your daily movement. What are the results you gain? What did you do? What did you receive back? That is when you will understand. Life does not go by until you die before you collect your judgment. You they receive them as you they do them. Because since there they say that shall not, if you keep by the sword, you die by the sword. So why are they telling us if you keep by the sword, you die by the sword, but you have to seek for forgiveness? You will still come back and pay for it. It's just a concept to change our mentality, to drive us, to take us from our culture, that spirit that makes us human being. So so that is it. If you are strong spiritually, you can be able to tell what your spirit wants.
And what your
spirit doesn't want. And that is where blockage comes in.
There is no way to, like, you don't make mistakes.
You see, I don't know why we so based on this mistake thing. You do it to receive it. If you hold your breath, you close your mouth. Share the hair go first and enter. No, now let's be realistic. Let's go through physics. If we are going to be realistic, maybe we want to go through that way. Oh yeah, now. If you hold your nose, close your mouth, you don't go by. It is instantly, as you do, you receive. If you put some for fire, it burns you. So this whole thing just takes us away from reality. And we keep on living in the life of a dream. And this dream is not even a dream that comes to life, but in a castle built on the hair. Where everybody look up, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that. Whereas you are killing the God spirit within you. Okay. See, now let me tell you this. You cannot subdue the supreme being to God. You know what I'm saying? This in the level of spirituality, people get to some certain level, they become God. Are you getting? But when you say you're looking up to someone that is God, anybody can be God. It depends on your level. Once you have divine knowledge, you can get to some certain level that you can dictate what happened to a full planet.
So you don't need to seek marriages for so many things. You'll be able to detect something.
You have received divine knowledge of marriage. Are you getting? Marriage has given you the access, the connection to that supreme being power within you. Are you getting my point? So automatically you become a mini God. Are you getting my point? So all you just need is you ask, shall be given. Seek for what you want and you get it. So this is no longer all this. We are just, let me tell you now, if you are going to classify our level of spiritual link, we are just like 0.0001%. And even at that self, it is still delusional because it kills that energy, that supreme energy within you. Because you are only following what somebody laid down. You cannot connect to the creator directly. So you see, with divine knowledge, you automatically have the access yourself. See, listen, in the olden days, our mothers can dictate what happened to their child. They decide what their child become. You see now, you cannot tell because the spiritual part of it is dead. You as a woman, you're having fibroid. What happened to your spiritual abilities? And let me tell you this. You see all those our wigs that we pack on our hair. We are doing fashion. The chemical that comes from it, alone is enough to put a woman in a state whereby after giving birth, the person can be paralyzed.
So as a person that serves Maharaji, are you saying that Edu is not part of your rules or laws?
My darling, I have hair. I'm doing my hair.
You mentioned attachment. So
let me tell you, we were not born. Why would you carry somebody's hair and put on your hair? Or maybe something a machine made for you and you are going against your creator.
So it's a sin.
It's not a sin. Now your body go tell you. Once you do, you receive and you will know. Let me tell you, if you go back, let's forget about we are talking about religion. Okay. If you go back, check the history of our women. the Dahomey, all those our action women, they were not being messed up with all these things. But they can tell. They have it. They have that ability. A woman is the controller of the home, while the husband is the head. Do you know why they call them the controller? Because whatever messes them up affects the entire home. Whether you're a man or you're a woman, whether you're a child, it's affected. Because immediately they mess up, they had the oven. It affects whatever they baked out. Even who takes from the oven receive the pain. So if you go away from all this spiritual connection, what do you expect? And we are complaining about our current situation.
So the point here is to be spiritually connected.
Spiritually connected. And let me tell you this for fact. You cannot receive this going through the book.
Okay.
Which is the Quran, the Rayamana, the Gita, Bible.
So how is the way?
Go to your culture and tradition. See, you cannot, it's not even a must you go there. Call out the spirit within you. Are you getting? Sit down. Call out your own spirit. Second within you. Then you will start understanding the level. And the most easier way of it, if you sit down and use Maharaji, like, Maharaji, I want to know my essence, my source. Where do I tap from directly?
So how to call the spirits right now is to call the name of Maharaji.
Yes. The easiest way. If you're going to do it on your own, it's going to take a long, for somebody who have been disconnected from its source for a very long time.
Okay.
Are you getting? But for a very easy access, use Maharaji. And trust me, you're going to see results. See, I'm not saying this on based on what you are, what you do, what you understand, the level you are in. No. Right now we are talking about life. What we are giving birth to, right? We they born, and at the same time also we they buy them. Because we cannot manage, our spiritual management is gone. And we have Maharaji here, we are allowing the vibration to just go every day. We are supposed to be tapping to get what we want. And you can do that right from your home. You don't even need anybody. You don't need anybody.
Just to call the name.
Just to call the name. Let me tell you this. One of my spiritual encounter where...
Your spirit?
One of my spiritual moments.
Okay,
right?
okay.
And Maharaji sent us on an errand whereby Maharaji gave us a task. We have a project to save someone who was already between life and death. Right? The person was brought to the kingdom. Let me save the name because it's a public figure.
Okay.
So the person was brought to the kingdom. Maharaji selected some of us. You know, Maharaji village is a teaching center where you learn spiritual realization. Are you getting? So it is not for just I do, power construction, or those kind of thing. No. Maharaji selected some of us to go in for meditation, right? To go to the spiritual world. And we did. And along the line, we were able to rescue this person back to reality.
Okay.
But me, in the spirit world, right, that is spiritually, I found myself in this place whereby I haven't seen this place before, but I could not feel these people as being like human being with a skin. Are you getting? But they were just like, hey, but I know these people are people. And they were suppressing me. They were pressing me down. I'm saying this because I'm saying this to let you know that if you don't have a teacher in the class, you're going to die. And that is why we find untimely death up and down. Now, they were subdued. They were pressing me. As strong as I was then, with the grace of Maharaj, right? They were still pressing me. And I forced myself. I screamed Maharaji and they leave me. And I forced myself back to the physical world. Are you getting? Now, ever since then, I have to have, physically, I'll be sitting like then, I'll be having that same episode. This time around is a continuation. Because I have met with some certain set of spirits that are strong and very manipulative. Now, if somebody who is not in knowledge, you will not be able to determine that this is what is messing your physical life up. Are you getting my point? Not until when I now told Maharaji, when Maharaji was asking us to tell our experiences spiritually. Are you getting? Because Maraji's teaching is based on spiritual, because once you settle your spiritual abilities, physical tests, people come to deliver what you need in life. Whether you work or you don't work. People come to give you what you request for. Now, I now told Maraji, this is this. So, and Brother Maraji said, I am your teacher. Maraji sent you a message. You are supposed to deliver. Do you know why you met yourself in that realm? As a student, you are to talk. That is why you see all these. I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a Christian, I'm a this, I'm a that. If you know what they are messing with your spirit every blessed day, you will drop. You will drop that Bible and focus on your spiritual life. You see, Bible, Quran, Gita, Rayaman, they don't reveal the soul. They cannot give you the knowledge of the soul without the grace of South Guru. Even chatting, austerity, they can never. It's only when you meet the South Guru you have the connection. And the connection doesn't mean you live where you are. You can get it wherever you are. So it was out of Maraji. It was when I now told Maraji, this was what happened. This was what happened to me. That was when Maraji now told me, go back. Go back. Go and complete that battle. And Maraji told me that I should give the tree of life. There is where we call tree of life in Maraji's village, where the entire ancestors, the entire masters that has come on this planet Earth, the entire element of creation, they gathered there. So whenever you drop your request, you might just see it as a picture. To you is a picture, but whatever is there is even stronger enough to sustain. Like, it's the one that sustains the universe. So you say whatever thing you want within your heart and you drop it there. So I keep on doing this thing for 7 times. Then I went in for meditation. I met these people. I burnt their realm to the ground.
No, that's actually,
because yes, see, you might feel whatever I'm saying. It's not level of understanding that you get it. But those who know about spirituality, they will understand what I'm saying if they are listening.
Well, thank you very much for that one.
That is what I'm saying. These are the things that mess our physical life up. You will see somebody carry cutlass and go and cut somebody. You don't know the force that is behind that person. And we'll say
then,
psychological issue.
I'd like to bring you back to what I started with initially, because time is not on our side. So I just want us to touch this one. So if I walk into the venue, like I said, the anniversary is going on, what will I see? How will I feel? What will I hear?
You'll feel extraordinary. Why do I say this? There was a time someone was being chased, right? I'm not going to mention name, and I don't want to mention those who were chasing the person.
No problem.
So he was having this whatever crime issue where he didn't have issue, like he was not the person that committed the whole thing, but he had the case, like they were chasing him back to back. So he came to the village. Could you believe that they set, because these people were chasing him both spiritually and physically. The people he offended and our officers, they were chasing him physically. So he came in, and it was like all those attacks that he used to have spiritually, it ended at the gate. He also feel like he felt relieved. It was just, one thing you are used to, you don't even understand. You don't feel it when your feelings are different. Are you getting? So he came inside, and it was like all the baggages that he brought was dropped at the gate. So he was leaving. It was after when it was like 2 days later, he now calmed down and realized himself like, this is what brought me here. This is what brought me here. What is going on? Then he kept on that tree of life that I told you about. He was now facing the tree of life. Mandy, this is what brought me here. Saved me from this thing. This Baba spent 6 months in the village. He went back by himself. He spent 6 months with obeying the rules and the regulation that guides the kingdom, right? He went back. Could you believe that there was nothing like case?
Again,
and that was the end of it. When he came back, he was screaming. The securities were like, calm down, you cannot be shouting here. This meditation is going on. Keep up with the noise. Are you getting? So he was now telling us there's place we call for Sansa, where you talk what you gain in life, all those kind of stuff. He was now telling us that this is what Maraji did to him. What Maraji did for him.
That's a beautiful
So you can gain anything from coming in. If you have a lot of issues within your body, mind, and soul, Maharaj makes it very, very, very easy to disappear.
Thank you so much. You know what? I would love to continue this conversation because I find it really interesting. And yes, Guru Maharaj Ji Hour continues tomorrow, where you'll be meeting Omolola Kalejai. Same time, that's 3 p.m. on JDN Radio 101.5 FM.
Please let me drop an address and number.
Exactly.
Okay. We have our program going on at the moment at kilometer 10 Ibadan Lagos Expressway, opposite Odono Kekewe, Oluyole local government, Ibadan. See, wherever you're coming from, just tell them that you're going to Guru. They are going to take you to your destination. And the phone numbers to call, maybe you want to speak to me. The numbers to call are 091 50 83 0187. 091 50 83 0187. Happy 46 years appearance. And thanks, Maharaj, for coming. Thanks, Maharaj, for being in our midst.
Okay, thank you. That's Omo Kenke. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. So, my name is Hannah George, and do enjoy the rest of your lunch hour.
Fear no